today is I'm going to use these cards strictly for Raegene, and we'll use these cards for Michael. So I'm going to pull double cards each time, just so we don't have to figure out whose energy is who. We'll know that these cards are going to be Raegene, these cards are going to be Michael. You hear that, Spirit? That's how we're moving today. Okay. And my phone is going to keep sliding. So while I was getting ready, like prepping for this video, I kept hearing this Fantasia song. So what I did at the end, I guess we'll pull like one or two of these. But this Fantasia song called Lose to Win Again. Lose to Win. While I was like trying to clean up the little area and get it ready for you guys, there was that song was really on my head that was speaking to me. And so she says, sometimes you have to lose to win again. Sometimes you have to lose to win again. Huh? I'm making a video. So it's I'm making a video. So it says, I know, right? Like, my mom was like, why you woke? Because I would have tried to sleep to noon, being that I don't have to work today. But I was excited because the cards were calling and we had to get going. So, like the song says, sometimes you have to lose to win again. And she says, if it makes you cry because all you do is fight and you can't get no sleep at night, sometimes you have to lose to win again. Like, that to me was speaking on what you deserve. Like, as people, sometimes we don't really know what we deserve. I'm going to read from this book. We don't know exactly what we deserve because, I mean, all we know is what we've been through in our childhoods, and we've known what we've taken and what we've accepted or what we've dealt with, even if we didn't want it. And so when you become an adult, sometimes you deal with and accept things that you don't want, and you keep that shit in your life because you're not used to being in charge or in control of your own life. And that's what that song is about. Like, sometimes you have to lose, sometimes it hurts, sometimes you have to let go, sometimes you have to see what loss feels like to appreciate when things are good and to know what you deserve. And you know how you know exactly what you deserve? By going through some shit you know that you don't want. So today is about knowing exactly what you deserve and appreciating the things that hurt you, because if you never had like a guy or a girl do you wrong, then you wouldn't appreciate when you come by like a good person, you know, have a good situation, then you really know what's worth fighting for. But you had to go through, you had to lose first so you can win. You had to really freaking lose in order for you to understand what it's like to win and to appreciate that. Okay, so I'm just going to do a quick prayer. I have lit me a wonderful little candle. So, yeah. Spirit, thank you for keeping me here and living a little while longer. Today's message is for the highest good from Michael and Raegene. Please send only the highest good and send your protection my way. Thank you. Amen. Okay, so let's get started. Let me see. The number was 420. So I'm going to shuffle as you use guys' cards 3 and 3 because I woke up and he was in some wasted beer. So he's pretty smelly. And I can't use him. Cards spitting out already. I ain't even got to ask questions yet. At 6, half and half. It's so funny what I'm doing here, and I just saw 622 again. It was so funny, like my knocking 3 times. My number was 6, so instead of shuffling your cards 6 times, I shuffled 3 and 3, which is like half and half. That's this relationship. That's what a relationship should be. So when I did 6, I gave you both 3. I didn't give him 4 and you 2. I didn't give you 4 and him 2. This is current energy for raegene, 8 of Swords. All right, Spirit. Current energy for Michael, please. Current energy, and they gave me 2 cards. Okay. Current energy for Michael. So right now, this 8 of Swords is looking pretty dark. And of course, as you can see, and I'm pretty sure I know what this card is talking about. This card right here speaks on being inside of your head, and you see those swords. All of those swords are swords of what people done to you and what you've been through, and probably things you've done to yourself. But those swords are they're all kind of imaginary, but they're aimed right at her neck. So right now she probably feeling like the world is against her, or some things are in danger of hurting her, but it's all in her head. And she has a blindfold on here, so she can't see. She's inside of her head. She can't see what's really happening around her, or what she's really going through, or maybe what's really good for her, what's really happening that is good for her, because all she can see is everything she's been through, everything that she's done to herself, you know, all the thoughts of what is, and you know, who could hurt you, and all of that other stuff. That's all keeping you bound and in this dark kind of aura. But like I said, it's inside of your head, so all you have to do is take that blindfold off. Sometimes it's a spiritual blindfold. Sometimes I just heard self-sabotage. Sometimes we self-sabotage because we're used to things being bad. And when you're used to things being bad, you kind of expect it to be bad already. So this is about change your thought process. That's what I feel. Change your thought process. Change the way you see things. If you start, my mom was doing this thing. It says it'll help you become more positive if every day you wake up and you say 3 things you're grateful for. It'll start off really easy, but then you realize that you feel like you've been grateful for everything, right, Mom? You run out of things to be grateful for in a way, and it causes you to think and to push your brain harder to think of more things that you are grateful for, and this will help you get out of like a negative mind frame. And because this is a situationship, a relationship, I'll have you, let's just say, be grateful for every morning you guys can wake up, regardless if you've had a fight or whatever, and speak on 3 things that you're grateful for within your relationship. Because maybe these are swords of previous situationships and previous relationships that's blinding you and possibly keeping you from seeing what an amazing future you could have. And the good part, you see, like the top of this card is way brighter than the bottom of this card, but she's looking down and she blindfolded, so she can't see shit. And all she gotta do is take that blindfold off and look up, and she'll see that these swords are all imaginary. Okay, Michael, we have this 4 of Cups here, and this is hilarious to me. I love cards with cups, but it's like the little cloud is offering you a cup, and you're like, no, I don't fucking want that cup. For whatever reason, I don't want that cup. It's 3 cups right there, 1 cup, and you just don't seem to want any of them. So let me read on this 4 of Cups and see. Let's see the 4 of Cups. Right, disillusion. It says a man slumped in the corner. Brooding over his current situation. What once has satisfied him now brings boredom and disconnects. He wavers between self-reflection and disillusionment, but is dangerously close to melancholy. I can't say that word. It says, as he stews in his emotions, his ability to see another option is clouded. If he can shake the self-pity, he will remember that he has options, and the bounty around him will start to become obvious again. When the Four of Cups appears in your reading, quit focusing on the empty cups. Possibility is closer than you think. Wow, so you're doing the same thing in your own little way. Maybe you have some great things on its way and you can't see it because all you're thinking about is everything you've lost or everything you don't have. You know, people say, is the cup half empty or half full? I don't give a fuck as long as there's something in my cup. As long as it can quench my thirst. I don't care how you see the cup, you know? So right now he's focusing on what he doesn't have, or like they said, the empty cups, instead of the one that's being offered to him. So if he just opens his eyes and focus, that's the prize. That focus on the prize. And that's why this will do you some good too, waking up in the morning and saying what you're grateful for. Because you guys, you can either lift each other up or you're going to bring each other down, because you're both in this negative mindset, maybe for two different situations, but this is kind of the same. Like, she's blinded, she's not paying attention to how great things could be for whatever reason, or maybe she's allowing things to get inside of her head, you know. And here it's like, yo, here's the reward, here's what you have coming to you, but right now you're worrying about what you don't have. Maybe you feel like you don't have enough cup. Maybe you see your cup as half empty or just plain old empty. And like I said, as long as you got something in your cup, it's enough. It's enough to keep you alive, to keep you going, to keep you pushing till you get the next cup. I'm going to flip this card and see what's going on here. We got the Judgment card. So your current energy is your empty cups. You feel like you're not seeing the bright side of it. And you got the Judgment card. That's a major arcana. Let's go take a look at it. I was going to say, I know that card is around here somewhere. Oh, this card says reconciliation. Coming to terms with our past changes us and fosters healing. It renews our ability to love purely, flow freely, and transcend our struggles. Judgment is a voice calling from deep within you, a distant yet familiar invitation. It requires intention and a significant act of bravery, uncovering and arousing the enshrouded memories of your past. If you accept the invitation, they will rise up fully exposed. Now is your best opportunity to face them, forgive them, and move on once and for all. So, you got a lot on your mind right now, and the best thing to do with your past is to expose it. Can't nobody use your past against you if you just put it out there already, right? Or at least this, because this is a relationship, should nobody be able to tell your woman anything that she don't already know about you, period. I don't care what it is. Y'all in a relationship, should nobody have information that she don't have. That's it, that's all. So y'all got a lot of worries, maybe because y'all got some hidden secrets and things like that need to be exposed. Let me tell you something. If you sweep shit under the rug, you might not know it's there the first time, but if you keep sweeping stuff up under the rug, eventually you're going to get a pile up under there. And your rug might have a puckle. You know, we got kids, so if you ever seen some shit under the rug and you accidentally stepped on it and it hurt it leave that little dent up under the rug. Now try to build a house of cards on that dent. You will not be able to do it. It will fall. A house of cards is fragile. That's what we have here, a fragile situation. And if you don't clean the rug and make a solid foundation, then your house will not stand. My daddy used to say when I was younger, a house divided cannot stand. If y'all like this, y'all ain't never gonna make it. It don't matter what y'all got. It don't matter the money y'all have, the cups y'all have. It will not matter. If y'all like this and she going through stuff by herself and you going through stuff by you, look at y'all. All y'all gotta do is look up. Look up. You could take her blindfold off and let her drink from your cup or whatever the case is. But if y'all like this, it will never work. So this is about facing your past. So maybe you feel like you got so many empty cups. Maybe they turned up empty because of everything you've been through in your past. Maybe you feel like I've been through a whole bunch of shit and all I got is these empty cups to show for it. Call them bitches trophies then. You've been through stuff. We've been through stuff. You've been broken. You've been hurt. Motherfucker took all your juice and left you with the empty cup. Okay, this is where I come from. But guess what? Now you got a new cup. Now you got a new cup. So stop looking at that. Okay, let's face the past. Look. Let me tell you what emptied my cups. Let me tell you why I don't have nothing left. Let me tell you why I don't want to do this or go through this to get whatever the case is. Bring it all out to the open so y'all can have a solid foundation in y'all situation. It says this meaning is about forgiveness, rejuvenation, and healing. Go within yourself. I said that in the last one, and maybe you did, and maybe it's time to be rejuvenated. Look, this is kind of like a party. Everybody here is naked. They have spirit there, angels, or whatever you want to call it. He's celebrating and playing music, and they're just there enjoying life. Nobody's hiding anything. You can't hide shit when you naked. Put it all out there. Because guess what? Bury yourself. This your woman. This gonna be your everything. Bury yourself. Y'all family, look. Bury yourself. It says acknowledge. It's about acknowledgement and release of the past. Acknowledge all that shit. Whatever it is, I don't. Acknowledge it. Y'all gonna have some forgiveness. And release it. And move forward. It says a definitive decision. An altered view. An invitation from within and new purpose. So maybe you're finding a new spiritual self too. Something you haven't had before, and now something's calling you and it's inviting you to come within yourself, because the answers, that's where they at. They're within. So when you get to question yourself, like, what do I need? What do I deserve? Guess who's gonna have to give you the answers? You. And you're gonna become stronger. You become mentally stronger, spiritually stronger, because now you doing the hard work. You're not just letting life happen to you no more. You deciding what you deserve, and then you're going to figure out how to go get it. It says an altered view, so now you're going to change your direction of how you think and things like that. An invitation from within and a new purpose. You're going to find a new purpose here. And because this is a relationship, maybe you're going to find a new purpose within this relationship. Like maybe it means something different to you than it meant when y'all first got together. Yep, that's what happened. Maybe it meant something different. It means something different now. Because she might be this cup. Okay, Spirit, we're going to move on to recent past. Jesus Christ, we're already at 18 minutes. It's going to take 10 years for this video to upload. Okay, recent past, Spirit, for raegene. Recent past of this relationship will play the part. There we go. Let's see what we got here. The World. We have the World card. Okay, and it's in reverse. And Lord knows I'll be wanting to flip those cards, but we're going to just leave it there. Okay, let's see what the World is talking about. A cycle complete. It says the World announces the completion of a journey. A master of this worldly experience, she has integrated her mind, body, and spirit to complete a cycle in her life and prepares for another lap around. Through effort and grace, she has gained many skills and achieved a great feat. Evolving from novice to expert, she has become a new being, moving with a sense of ease and satisfaction, whole and complete. She has drunk deeply of her divine spirit. Ooh, that's a beautiful card. And cast an ethereal glow. Okay, so this card typically means completion of a journey. a peace of mind, wholeness, and things like that. But because she is in reverse, it means partial success, a disappointing outcome, lack of fortitude, a failed attempt, and fear of one's own power. So you have this world in reverse. That means you've been through some stuff, and you probably felt like you had succeeded at some things, but it was a failed attempt. You probably thought you was winning, but you ultimately lost. Yeah. Partial success. It was a temporary win. It was just a little bit. And the thing about success is you got to determine what it is, but also if you just give, like if you got $10 and that's all you have. If you got $10 a day, then you will spend $10 freely today because you know you'll get another $10 tomorrow. But if you had something that costs $20, then you know you would have to save that money and let it add up. So but if you had $10 a day and your rent was, let's just say, $13 a day, then you're not winning at all, right? Your definition of success at first probably was to have this $10 a day, but that was when shit was free, and in this world ain't nothing really free. So you gotta pay back. You gotta give out, and you gotta receive. You gotta give and you gotta receive. But with this card, it says that it was like a faint success. So even though you had a win in the past, it wasn't really a win, because even though it felt like it in the beginning, it wasn't. And because we're talking about relationships here, then that's the situation that was going on. Maybe you was winning at first, but then you gave too much because you ain't had nothing left. Or maybe a motherfucker wasn't giving you enough. I don't know. Maybe like if you don't have it, you can't give it. If my torch ain't lit, how can I light your fire? You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case is. But yeah, this was in your past, and you didn't succeed like you thought you did. Recent past. Okay, Spirit, moving along. Please give me recent past for Mike. Okay. Michael, you got the Wheel of Fortune for recent past. Okay, we get major cards on this board today. Okay, this is a big difference. Might be something good, huh? Something good going on here. Alright, the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune says an unexpected change. The Wheel of Fortune reminds us that life is never predictable and that change is inevitable and necessary. It is impersonal. Sometimes we are assuming that the mountain, and sometimes we are summiting the mountain, and sometimes we are trudging through the valley. Either way, it is simply life. When the Wheel of Fortune shows up in your reading, you are about to have a random encounter with chance, and the outcome is unknown. Take it for what it is, without judgment or evaluation. In general, when this card is upright, the odds are in your favor. When reversed, not so much. So the odds was in your favor. Recent past. So this could be what brought you and raegene back together. Maybe some things happen and it puts you in a better position. Remember that card that we had on the last one where the man was standing there, and I was like, you about to enter a battle, and you would be shocked who is against you. Some of these might be friends and things like that, but whatever it was in this recent past here, it puts you in a better position. It made you start looking real good in this situation. So it says an unexpected change, good fortune, luck, happiness, unforeseen joy, resolution of a concern, forward movement. So it's about forward movement. So you guys move forward, and that's really great. In spite of everything that's going on, you guys have moved forward, and the odds was in your favor, Michael. Okay, let's see what role raegene is playing in this situation. the Lord Spirit, let me know if there's some actions that need to be taken or whatever the case is. Let's bring it out now. Oh, Spirit said, oh yeah. Oh damn, they pushed this one out, this 6 of Wands, but this one I want to see right here. Judgment. Same card. Judgment. Judgment with the 6 of Wands. Let me see what the 6 of Wands talking about, because we know this judgment is about forgiveness and releasing the past and moving forward. Okay, the 6 of Wands real fast. Hope and motivation. It says the victory won and balance is restored. People love their champions as symbols of hope, strength, and potential in themselves. Heroes love their admirers for the recognition and energy to reach higher and higher. Whichever role you are playing, honor and value the other. That's the main part right here. Whichever role you are playing, honor and value the other. This symbolic relationship has potential to move all of the parties forward, but don't get too addicted. Inevitably, we must all triumph over our own individual battles today. However, enjoy the parade. This is about moving forward, you guys. Great news, public recognition, an achievement from risk to draw courage and inspiration, renewed potential, charisma, and adoration and hope. Look at this. This reading is just funny. It just turned around, y'all. So, wow, y'all, this is amazing. So, here we have Judgment and Wheel of Fortune that came from Michael's card, and it's just saying party, celebrate, be a family. The odds are in your favor. And the same thing here, Judgment, they're like rising up. They got to rise up out of that. Come up out, remove yourself from this. This is freedom. Look, they're coming up out of that. That looks joyful. Joyful, they're happy. Maybe this was you at some point, raegene, but it's time to stand up and be joyful. It's a victory. That's what it is. It's a victory, and it's about forward movement. You guys are coming out of this situation, but you have to see it. Y'all gotta take the blinders off. Yeah, it was nasty, and it was nasty because y'all allowed it to be, and now y'all in control of y'all own life, and all you have to do is wake up to see it. This is a new beginning. That's what this is talking about. A beautiful new beginning. Look how these cards are brightening up. It was dark at first, because that's where you started, and this is where you guys are. Oh, excuse me. Okay. All right, Spirit, moving right along. Let's see what this is. Right, now let me get the part that Michael play in this situation, Spirit. I gotta get a stand so I can actually be able to show all my cards when I'm doing a reading. I'm sorry about this. Right now it's sniggery with an Xbox box. It's a shoe box. Okay, Spirit, thank you for that. Here we have a 2 of Swords, and a nigga looks blindfolded again. Let's see what's happening. Swords. Inner conflict. Okay, so the part you played here was this inner conflict. Let me put you right there for a second. It says there's a conflict between your heart and your mind, and the strategies you have in place are unsustainable, strained, and precarious. You are managing skillfully, but you will soon be exhausted. You must do something. It is not a position one can hold indefinitely. Though a stalemate may appear better than defeat, the issue can no longer be ignored. Pause, take inventory, and find your way through this struggle. This is about wasting energy, failure to make a decision, denial of reality, a compelled choice, unsettling circumstances, and repressed emotions. So, so you could I was saying in that last card, not making a choice is a fucking choice. And remember, it had the man, he was like juggling the coins. I almost said the balls. He was juggling the 2 coins and he couldn't make a choice. But if he didn't make a choice, he was going to lose them both because he didn't have one secured in his hand. And that's what this card is talking about in a whole nother freaking way. It's saying don't waste your energy. If you're doing too much, you can do it for now. Stand on one foot. I'm sure you can do that for now. But if you stand on one foot and hold the book and all of that shit, it won't be long until you fall. So this is just saying whatever choice you need to make or whatever, if we are talking about moving on from the past and putting things out there and being honest, clean your slate, you know. But you got to do it fast because wherever you're at right now, even stuck between your mind and your heart, that's not going to last for long. And it's gonna fuck up what could be a beautiful thing here. It could fuck up something that's so beautiful. So whatever it is, it says it's a denial of reality. Don't deny what situation you in. This is our reality. This is real. Let's face it. Whatever it is, put it all out there. It is what it is. It says unsettling circumstances. So right now, maybe you don't like what's going on in your life, and maybe you keep that to yourself. It says repressed emotions. So maybe you are keeping some things to yourself, but it's time to open up because that's what a relationship is, and it's getting through the hard parts. It ain't always peaches and fucking cream. And just think, if you have peaches and cream every fucking day, you would not appreciate it. It would become very disgusting, and you would get tired of having it too. Just for the record, I don't know why I said that. Anyways, but if you had just a little bit of it, you would appreciate it. So maybe, you know, sometimes it's not about having all hard times or having all good times, but finding balance and being able to work through the necessary evils that happens throughout relationships, you know. But you got to do it fast because you can't, wherever you at right now, you can't stay there for long. And you know where you're at mentally, spiritually, emotionally. You can't stay there long. So figure it out. Thank you, Spirit. I started feeling uncomfortable again. Okay, I don't know what was going on with that. Look, and then the phone wants to fall. All type of craziness. Wow, okay. Alright, Spirit moving right along. Okay, let's move this card out the way for a minute. Alright, Spirit, can I please get potential outcomes? What is the potential outcome of this situation? Ooh, I saw that sun try to come out. Wands, anything else, Spirit? Potential outcome. Excuse me. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, whatever that is. Oh, I see my cups. It's reversed, though. And 2 of Cups in reverse. Okay, so 2 of Cups in reverse says there's a loss of balance, separation, a closed heart, apathy, misplaced passion, misunderstanding. This to me looks like a potential outcome is right now. This is raegene being single. Because here you have the Queen. The Queen is so beautiful. The Queen of Wands. She can walk in the room and demand all the attention. She has many people who looks at her and wants her and things like that. She has choices. She's a queen. Look, the card is bright, it's beautiful. And then there's 2 of Cups. This 2 of Cups this way is a beautiful thing. It's like the Lover's card. It's 2 cups and 2 people. We sharing it, you know, but it being in reverse, it looks like the the cups could be falling away from them when it's in reverse. So as this being a potential outcome to me, I feel like it could be this joyous and beautiful, and she'll be happy. Yes, she can demand attention and things like that, but she can make a choice as well to be in love. The Lover's card, but it being in reverse says that because it's up to y'all. That's what it is. She's gonna be this regardless. She's gonna be this thing. She's gonna be this beautiful woman that people are going to want all the time. That's just what the queen is. Every time she walks into a room, she's gonna command the attention. It's gonna be given to her. And it could be this, or it could be in reverse. So wow. Hold on, let me get your let me get your potential outcome real fast and see what happens to this. Place. Okay, so here we have the Fool fell out, Strength card in reverse fell out, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 coins. This phone just doesn't want to stay right now. 9 coins in reverse. Okay. So this Strength card. The Strength card talks about, like you see, it's like a lady here, and she's stroking this lion, and it's her power, but she's controlling it. And then you're on the Fool's journey. You're ready to take a leap of faith. You're ready to try whatever this is, whatever y'all's relationship is. You're ready to try, but you don't know how your strength is going to hold up dealing with this queen right here. You don't know how strong you'll be able to be before you blow up. Before you blow up, because your Strength card is in reverse. Now, when it's upright, it's just kind of like a beautiful sense of power. It's about knowing that I'm strong and choosing to not use that strength. You know, because like it's so crazy, because when my girlfriend, like she makes statements, she talks shit all day about how she'll kick my ass, but then if I say I'll fuck you up, and she'll be like, you already know you could win the fight, so if you use that, if you fight me, then you bogus, or whatever the case is, you know. And although sometimes she makes me very angry, I can't see myself having a full-blown physical fight with her. You know what I'm saying? So it's about gathering that strength. Like, yeah, you probably feeling fucked with mentally. Like, being in love, you have to open your heart, and you gotta allow yourself to be vulnerable. And sometimes that makes you feel less than a man. Sometimes it makes you not feel strong anymore. And sometimes, like, even with my husband, like, he used to freak out, and he used to become physical with me. Not like some other relationships I had, but it was his way of like trying to regain his strength. And so your duty here, your job here, you can be the Fool, you can go on this Fool's journey. It's the most beautiful thing you can do, and you're going to have to open up spiritually, emotionally, and all of that. And yeah, you're going to feel vulnerable, and that's okay, but it's time to find a new strength. It's not just about a physical strength. It's time to find a new strength. And then we have him. To me, this is in reverse. I see him playing with the birds, but he got the coins down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 coins. I'm gonna read the 9 of coins. But what I feel right now for this being in reverse is like, it's not about the money. It's not about the money. It's not about being physically strong. It's about this. Go on your journey, your Fool's journey. And maybe that's why raegene's card is this, and her shit is out. And yes, she's beautiful. She'll be strong and wonderful. no matter what happens. And that's why this card is here, because you're going on a fool's journey. And a fool's journey means you don't know what you want. You got an empty mind. You cleared everything out, and now you're ready to learn new things. So whether you're going to learn new things in the relationship or whatever the case is, you're going on your journey. And how that will turn out is up to you two. How this will turn out is up to y'all. But it's not about being physically strong anymore. And it's I know you probably feel like you need money and stuff like that, but at this point, fuck the money. Spirit will provide everything you truly need. Don't worry about this strength. Don't worry about needing to be strong. Spirit is saying, just jump. Take the leap of faith, and we got you. So let me give you this damn 9 of coin in reverse so I can see what it is. Yeah, okay, so this 9 of coin talks about individual accomplishment, independent success, a rich life, safety, fulfillment. That's what it is. In reverse, which is what we have here, is instability, loss of security, deception, danger, self-doubt. So you're probably self-doubting a lot. You ain't got your strength. I don't know what your strength used to be, but you don't feel like it's there. You don't feel like it's there because it's time to grow something new. It's time to build a new strength. Show the world what a great man you can be. It's time to build a new strength. Don't worry about the money. Like I said, Spirit got you. Yeah, instability is crazy and terrifying, but y'all gonna be straight. You gotta go within, because she deserves a great man. You deserve a great woman too. But that all comes with work, and none of that shit is easy. But who wants a bitch that's easy in the first place? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know I get serious when I get the person. I be trying. I get the person. It's a done deal. Okay, here's our manifest soulmate oracle card. Let's see what Spirit drops on out the sky for us. Oh, you know what? We'll do. You're right. Come on. So, okay. So what I just felt was like separate. You guys might need to go on separate journeys. This don't mean that y'all can't be together or something like that. This just means that don't forget your personal space. Don't forget what you need. Like, it's okay to sacrifice and give for the sake of a relationship and things like that. But don't lose yourself, either of you, in the process. Because today I pulled cards for each of you. Yeah, sometimes relationships are about togetherness and oneness and wholeness, but y'all not there yet. So don't lose yourselves. Be individuals and learn each other. Clean slate. Learn each other. Go on dates. That type of thing. And then when it's time, marriage and all of that great stuff will bring y'all together as one. Y'all souls will come together as one. But you can't become one with somebody when you don't know yourself. That's what I just felt. Because I was about to pull collective cards, but Spirit was like, we've been doing separate. The whole reading has been done separately. Together, this is a reading for both of y'all, but y'all had y'all own space, y'all own separate things. So yeah, keep that. So even if this is I don't know if it's about living together, or like y'all might move too fast. Slow down. You can move fast in love and in spirit, but sometimes physically you need to slow down, because you make a move and then it fucks up if you don't want it no more. Like, if you take longer to move in together, you will appreciate when you live together. If y'all just jump in it and then one person doesn't want it, it could ruin the whole relationship. Instead of being like, okay, can we just move back out and be in a relationship and have fun and enjoy each other? Somebody's going to feel some type of way about that. So you should take your time living together. You should still have individual time. Okay, so now that we've got that accomplished, We're going to pull for raegene first. My spirit, what do you want to tell raegene with these oracle cards? I'm doing my past. The spirit does not give me one. Ooh, I was going to say, you will not have one. Look at this beautiful little card here. It said, oh, let me pull it down so we can see. I'm so slow. I've been doing this all day. I could have had it down here. It says, the more loving care you give yourself, the more love you have to give others. That's what I was saying about that other card. Maybe I couldn't get it out right, but if you don't have it, how can you give it? But motherfucker asked me for $10 and I only have $10. You got to be my mama or something, but goddamn, I'm not gonna give it to you. Because it's all that you have. But when you learn to treat yourself better, that's lose to win again, like that song this morning that I was talking about. When you learn to do better for yourself and love yourself, you'll realize how hard it is to love somebody else, you know, but you'll also respect when other people love themselves as well. This is your card too, raegene. It says, life is art. Paint your dreams. Sing your songs. Enjoy the dance. There's some beauty to life. Yeah, some hard shit too. In girl, where that card go? This card right here. You can't see the beauty. You too worried. You too worried. Take some time and enjoy yourself. And this is not about, like, life is not just about a love relationship. So it's okay to work on what you have and to want that relationship, but that's not all that there is to life. Spirit is telling you to have a dream. What do you want to do? What do you want to be with your life? Have a dream and don't put in jeopardy your dream. Live, be free, dance, love, draw, color. You have a life and it's worth living. You know what I'm saying? Spirit is saying take some time to love yourself, and it'll make you a better lover, a better woman, a better life. If you don't love yourself, you don't know how to love yourself. I know you've been through some things. I know you've been through some things, and it might have changed what you dealt with and what you accepted. And it's not just about being angry or being mean or saying fuck somebody or cursing them out. You carry yourself in a different way, and then people don't have the opportunity to do you wrong. People will know that it's a gift to be around you. But if you don't know that, then you'll never reach this place. You'll just sit here in this darkness dealing with every fucking thing and every memory and every fear that you have. And this is not a place, this is not life. This is not a place to be. That's all imaginary. Live out loud. Be free, be happy. Okay. This is just saying take some time to grow yourself. That's why Spirit is saying you might be single, because if you putting everything into your relationship, look at this. Girl, ain't no wrong with being in love and having lovers cards and all of that great shit. It's hard. It's hard to focus on too much at once. That's what that is. And it might get overwhelming. And raegene, you the type of person, you might try to back out or something. I don't know. But if y'all take it slow, it gives you time to live your life and live your dreams and draw and love on yourself and still love on Michael and baby Michael. You know what I mean? You have time. There's time. That's what it is. There's time. Don't rush. If you move too fast, you might fuck it up. Ooh. Okay. That was weird. Anyways, I'm gonna go on. All right, Spirit, give me a card for Michael. What do you want Michael to know? All right, Spirit, what do you have for me? All right, one more pass. And the Spirit doesn't give us nothing. nothing. I passed these cards 4 times. 5 times. The spirit said nothing. Okay. Well, there's you guys' reading. Whew. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. Peace, y'all.